show.
Horse Prince game.
I hate you so much.
We were on time!
We were so close. I was so ready to do this right, and you ruined it.
So
You ruined it.
I'm used to it.
Hello and welcome back. I hope you had a refreshing break. Remember, donations are wonderful. Thank you for helping us and supporting us. We are very close to our first half of our weekly goal. So thank you so much for that. We will read out donations again at the end of the break. You can also definitely check out our Patreon. Remember to tweet and share and host the stream. We truly appreciate you all being here and watching and enjoying and talking and chat. It's great.
It's cool.
So thank you. And let's remind everybody who we are and what we're doing here. Would you like to start us off?
Sure. I'm Blue Jay. You can find me usually on twitch.tv/BlueJay or on Twitter at BlueJay_712. Here, I am playing Rachel Lucas, a badass gunslinger psionic lady who refuses to admit that she's psionic. Because, she's not, you know?
Yeah.
And she also has a lot of control issues with this one here. You want to...
Yeah, because Thea is totally controllable. 100%. If you tell her to do something, she'll do it every time.
Every single time.
Totally.
Hashtag sarcasm. I'm Sarah. I felt like I needed to call it out.
I'm glad you did.
Thank you. I think that's all you need to know about Thea, really.
But you're Sarah.
But I'm Sarah. Oh, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Shellgame. Okay, bye.
Hi, I'm Claudia. On the Twitch and Twitter I go with Jackie Dash, Jakidash.
So demure.
So gentle.
I know.
It's a gentle dame.
That was actually far quieter than
Don't tell her that yet.
I'm just...
No, she's being real. It's her job, producer. I play Kika, our baddie engineer, who just swooped from a high building, landed on a drone gracefully, stuck in a bit that makes it controllable, and then flew off and didn't even need to be caught, but felt lovingly supported by both our teammates.
Hi, my name is Directly Romantic. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Directly Romantic. I'm a streamer, I'm a dreamer, and I'm also the social media coordinator for GeekSpaceTV. You can follow me there as well to get up to date with all the information on what's going on in GeekSpace. I play Ashley, the AI, who is learning things.
So professional.
Have to be sometimes.
I thought I heard something.
You had to contrast with how you opened.
Yeah.
I
This
thought I
return.
heard something
Yeah.
from the director.
It
But
was a sneeze.
Oh, also on Eat, Pray, Kill on Fridays.
hi. I am Lizzie the Bold. You can find me on Twitch
Excuse me.
and Twitter at Lizzie the Bold. And I am playing Ziana. Much beleaguered.
And I am your GM Random Tuesday. I don't have a drinking problem. It's fine. Let's jump right back in. We have two teams. Team Distraction, attempting to shut down a communications relay in order to trick the forces on the space planetoid asteroid Echo Spot, a AI-controlled base. They are attempting to trick them into believing that the communications has been disrupted to the mainframe core at a separate location, while the communications will be shut down separately at the mainframe core, which they are attempting to get to in order to deliver a message via a virus to the entire sector to warn them about the oncoming threat of these really terrifying monsters. So, we just left off our main team Mainframe. They're in the depths of the planetoid. They've just broken through. They are slinking along the wall while music plays. It's weird. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a notice and wisdom.
I will say Ashley and Rachel are the least space names we've heard so far. I know. There's so many mixtures of appropriate amount of vowels and consonants.
I mean, Rachel Lucas is not spacey.
9.
7,
But that's
9.
not her real name either.
Okay, So you are going to both be looking for like any security that may be defending this location, in addition to specifically looking for, I presume, the place to interface, install the program that Thea created to shut down communications.
I'm looking for danger.
You're looking for danger. Ashley then is probably looking for the location.
Correct.
As far as you can tell, you don't see anything that immediately stands out as an explosive or a guard. There is definitely, and you actually feel this, there is nothing alive down here. And that's maybe deeply uncomfortable for you.
Yeah. Are there any blinking red lights on the ceiling?
You don't see blinking red lights on the ceiling either. You see ahead of you kind of the fork as one goes down, this place where kind of that low, deep hum is coming from, the sort of source of, A, the power that is being generated for this asteroid, but also kind of the source of the deepest and strongest radiation. And then kind of off to the side, down a little bit, you can see the start of what look to be these large racks that you would anticipate being the sort of main processing power of Echo Spot. And Ashley, you do notice a kind of a smaller interfacing console before you get to this branch where you would need to separate off where the radiation is going to be increasing. And you would notice that a location that you can interface with in order to install Thea's program to shut down the communications. Okay. So you guys will need to attempt to communicate in some way in order to figure out the timing on that, or hope for the best.
I think communication is probably the best instance here.
I
feel like when we were designing the program, one of the pieces that we would have done was to implement a way to signal, like, hey, I'm about to put it in, wait a minute, and then enter it in, and then that way, like, essentially two signal points about to happen.
What would the code
delay.
be if I were to enter a code to, what would the number be?
I think it would be 42.
42?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. And is there like some kind of thing to open, or is it just?
You gotta like USB port your way into this. Like you.
I type in 40. Was it 40? 42?
Yes, it's 42.
Okay.
It's all 42. Sorry.
I enter 42 to signal to Thea.
You get a signal. Like it probably pops up on your eye, the one that like receives most of your overlays at this point, and you get the signal that they are in position.
Okay. They're ready. Are we, at this point, have we gotten into the tower? Because we were headed toward the tower.
Yes, you were headed towards the tower. You felt like you probably didn't need to sneak because you disrupted the drone, that would seem. So you sort of make your way with some amount of caution to the main entry access point to the tower. It is locked in some way. Like you like push on the door and it does not open. So go ahead and if you would like to interface with it or brute force your way in. I don't know if that's what Kika was suggesting.
I'm just like,
No, Ziana stands there and awaits the more elegant solution.
Thea will just hold her hand up to it and she just wants to unlock it.
Okay. So spend the point of system strain, and then go ahead and roll your program in intelligence. As you sort of stand next to this door, Ziana like braced to cover, and Kika like perched.
I like it when you break open doors.
Is that what Kika says?
yeah.
Okay.
In silence, or I'm like,
And Thea's like,
Shit.
14.
You succeed. You quite expertly blink your eyes and feel the sort of the wires kind of, they're very elegantly connected. Like the systems here are quite well put together despite them being a little bit archaic. And the door slides open.
Is there anything on the other side of, like, threat-wise, person-wise?
a laser cannon.
And it explodes! No. You
ambush.
peer into the room. What you see is essentially the tower kind of goes up and you're in like a main entranceway, and it's sort of like ringed around with these sort of small platforms again of like panels, like a lot of just sort of interfaces, kind of wires connecting. You get the sense looking at it, at least Thea and Kika, that it's not like this is the older one. It's not as sleek or as well taken care of. Like there are more exposed wiring, just sort of like strung in places. Go ahead and give me a notice and wisdom.
Oh.
9.
9. 7.
Six.
6. The two
How
of you
did
are
this happen?
much less focused, but Ziana is prepared and primed with caution.
Channeling her inner
She
pissed offness.
she sort of like holds them back and kind of you peek in and you peer in and you see these sort of racks of servos. You definitely don't sense guards. You don't really sense like strong amounts of security. Like the door is largely not supposed to be hacked. And you think you hear though some sounds of people, like maybe something. There are individuals with physical form moving around in the space somewhere inside. You can't see them. You suspect they're either higher up because there's multiple levels. And you also look and you think like there are definitely camera sensors in here. Like there are things to monitor the area.
Mentally,
Yes.
through our telepathic link, meet. There's something moving around in here. There are definitely cameras, possibly other kinds of sensors. We need to be careful. Is there any way that we can get some kind of layout of what their security is?
I feel like there would be an interface, like right in there, but the question would be whether or not a camera can see it. If I can access it without the camera being able
Can
to
I
see it.
see like where cameras are or
You essentially, not on this location because you didn't ask update. You didn't tell update
Okay.
you were going to go to a second location. Can you help us out?
We knew either.
So you, looking around, you had a 9, right?
yes.
You probably see, like, kind of, the cameras would be small. They'd probably not be pretty, like, they would be hard to see. You more just get a sense of, like, that there is someone watching. You don't have a good pinpoint on their exact locations. And you're sort of taking some of what you would know from, like, generic security systems that, like, they're probably not being monitored at all times. So there is some possibility of, like,
So this is
being
more
subtle.
just I hear the movement and
Yeah.
then kind of
You get like a
intuit
layout
the
and,
rest
and
of it.
are intuiting some of the
Okay.
This is some of it's coming from your gut as opposed to being like, that's a blinking camera light.
Okay. I don't know.
Can I like just rest my hand against the
You
frame?
can say
'Cause I
you're
have, like,
probably
2 meters
still
of-
you're also probably still connected in because you've like you're standing there like you've just opened the door. I assume you didn't all just like stand in the doorway. You sort of tucked around the side.
Yeah,
so you're holding the door open, so you are still connected. You got a 14 on your hack, so I will let you take another action while still
Yes.
connected to the system. The system is not going to attempt to boot you out yet.
Okay, I would like to Meep Meep, were the cameras on any sort of swivel or are they locked in place?
I don't know.
I want to shut down the cameras.
Run him on a loop.
Yeah.
Can you do
It'd be a little
Yeah,
bit harder
no.
to do, but yeah, you could do both. You could do either. One will be slightly easier than the other.
Okay. We'll loop them.
Okay. Go ahead and
Go
roll
big, go
program
home.
and intelligence.
Reroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Reroll.
my.
It's
I'm
the
gonna use
scene.
my
Okay, so
reroll.
you have your reroll.
Oh yeah, that was a 2.
That was-
that was
Snake
a
eyes?
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's a time.
Better. A little better. 9. 10.
10. Okay, that'll do it. So you set up the, and you start feeling like the system is starting to react to you. So you think like you might get one more action out of it, but it's going to be hard. They might detect you, but you manage to sort of see the paths that connect to kind of the security interfaces, and you sort of loop all of the sensor equipment. So you're going to have a couple of minutes. You're not going to have a ton of time, but you manage to get it to loop long enough that it's not going to arouse suspicion.
Okay.
Someone sees one guard turn a corner 3-4 times.
Yeah.
It's not
It's up
perfect,
Kyle.
but it's not bad.
And like whoever's monitoring
just a-
this, like this is a boring place. Like
Yeah.
maybe they're not
It's likely,
watching too closely.
from what you can tell, and it's likely a subset. Like it's not an on-site security personnel. It's like someone at a separate facility monitoring a lot of the communications things. So it's low on the the priority list, because if you shut this down, you fuck up a lot of things for them, and it's like most people aren't gonna. It's like the equivalent of being like, oh, I'm gonna destroy this power transfer station and like fuck over half of like the grid in Seattle. Like,
That was bad.
Please don't do that.
unless you're actively a criminal, you're probably not gonna do it. So.
You are very active. You're passively a criminal too. Like you're,
I just sort of live my criminality as my reality.
You're very open with it. You know?
am.
just be
Like,
your best
hi, my
yourself.
name's Thea. I will take what you have.
So you feel pretty confident that right now the only thing that would detect you is you could pass on like whatever is in there.
Okay.
Mimi, you want to do a program? I'll do a small fluke in the system. Looks like something accidentally broke.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
this program, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do the program. I'm just gonna.
Are you two doing this between yourselves?
Yeah, we're probably doing like.
It's like looking at
No,
each
you know what?
other.
We'll probably do a meet. We've been told
The whole-
to do meet.
yeah, across
Like
the-
I'll just unplug two things and oh no, somebody jostled them out of place. You know, bada bing,
Oh,
bada boom.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like because we don't want them to think, oh, there's a big shutdown. It's
We're
just-
not shutting
but we-
anything down. They're shutting it down at the core. We're just making it look like the shutdown
coming from
originated
here.
from here.
So making a program error with a little bit of a boop.
I thought we had already settled on how we were doing
I don't
this.
remember.
Yeah, I wrote the program already.
Let's do that. Let's just do that.
I
feel
think
so
it just
sorry
really
for
wants to
Deanna.
break something.
I do like.
I mean,
I've been told not to break.
we have a droid.
Let's just do the program. Put the
Yeah,
program.
okay.
Put the
I'm
program.
I'm sorry, what? No, we'll discuss this later. Stick to the plan.
Yes, Captain.
Stay quiet. You stay on my back. Let's do this.
Cameras are looping.
And Ziana kind of hunkers down and is going to slowly, quietly proceed
Please.
forward.
Roll your sneak and dexterity.
Okay, so, friends, I do not have a bonus in dexterity,
Sure.
and I don't have sneak at all.
All right.
Ziana
roll
is
high.
not a...
I mean, it's the same
mean,
for
I'm
anyone
also
else who's
gonna-
moving. You too,
I'm gonna
because even if you're on someone's back, you still gotta stay quiet.
I think
help her out.
wait! I get to roll 3 dice.
nice.
Thanks.
I've already...
It's exactly the same.
No, it's one.
I was being really quiet, so I didn't have to roll sneak dice because I think I'm the one who lost. I think I'm the
All
one
right,
who lost.
Ziana.
5.
4.
10.
Okay. Thea walks in quietly and expertly.
Should have just stayed behind.
Ziana, like, I assume Thea goes first, as you're sort of like sneaking around.
Like, she's like,
going in
sneak. No, I'm kidding. She
quietly,
does it, like, legit.
silently,
She's good about
tucks
it.
around a corner, like goes directly as close as she can to a console somewhere that she can interface with. And you see these like racks of servo going up the wall, and you just stay on that main floor. Ziana like has a moment where Thea has already gone inside, and Kika's like, wait, and starts making some noise. Little squeak comes out, and Ziana is like, stop. The first footstep is just a little louder than she intended. The next one's a little quieter,
We get there.
and then quieter. But all of them have been slightly louder than maybe she wanted them to be.
Okay. So, you have gotten ahead quietly, like a mouse.
I'm near
Ziana
console.
is going to hear the squeak, hear her own footsteps, and though the damage has been done, stop. And mentally, meet. I think it's better that you proceed to this part on your own. We will stay here and try and cover your exit. If something goes wrong, let me know. I will come in hard.
So do you back out or do you stay in like the main sort of foyer area? Like kind of essentially imagine it's almost like a stairwell, like just a column with these walls of servos going up.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
And just try and keep an eye out in case I have to duck back through the doorway.
Okay.
It will
Like keep one
am
foot
I-
in the door.
So yeah, am I in a place that like there are lots of different visual vantages to where I am?
Depending on how far out you want to go. So if you essentially imagine it's like a bunch of balcony rings going up and the door comes in underneath a balcony. So like there is a little bit The door has a little bit of protection depending on where the person's
So
looking
she'll
from.
duck back
Okay.
to get back out of sight.
Okay. Thea, you have tucked around the corner. You hear someone, like, a little bit more movement, and someone, you don't see them, but you hear the voice, hello? Who is there?
Who's hearing this? Me?
Yes.
We are.
Oh.
You hear an auditory voice, all three of you. Someone is talking to you.
Is there like any nook that I can sort of press into and and sneak in? Okay. I wanna do that.
You're in the other room. Just keep
It's
going.
it's the exact same room.
Oh
it
my
is
God.
literally
Yeah, bad.
a block.
We're so bad at this.
I'm just trying to hide right now.
There are some places you can hide behind, but you're in a cube. Oh, sorry, an octagon.
That goes up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
So probably
four-
someone
4 or
higher
5
up than
levels.
we
Yeah.
are.
You hear the voices coming from above you.
9.
Okay. You think you've tucked in kind of behind one of the shadows. You two definitely can't see her anymore.
Oh, good. Meet. Are we doing distraction squared?
No, we're staying quiet.
Okay.
Until she's in trouble, we stay quiet.
And then you hear them, they start talking to like someone else. They're like, Sha, was that you? No, what are you talking about? And there's these just big voices talking to each other. There might be someone here. Wait. And then they go silent.
Do I hear any kind of footsteps?
Give me a notice and wisdom.
Yeah, Thea would also definitely be listening
Bless.
to that.
Yeah, hear giant metal feet that
can I?
move towards you to crush
Yeah.
your skulls.
You are rolling really bad. I think those should go in jail.
Yeah, these need to go into jail,
Poor
both of them.
babies.
The cage.
I don't.
Your hard to read dice deserve the cage, I guess.
She's been rolling ones a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of-
Well, ones and twos.
Okay, maybe it's,
It's
a bad,
4?
maybe it's a bad
Okay.
egg.
You do not hear the sound of footsteps. You hear some footsteps.
Do you
You
tell
can't-
direction?
It's hard to tell because you hear at least 2 different sets of things walking.
I think that was a 5.
Yeah, you got 2 ones.
You...
No, I had 1 too.
But then you also had. Didn't you get a roll 3? So one of them.
No, because it was
Because
just
it's
notice.
Uh, you...
Oh no, it was 4 then.
Yeah, you don't hear it.
Okay. I don't think I
You do have receive console in front of you that you can, like, you sort of feel like you can
If I do
interface
it,
with.
will they be able to see? Is there any sort of? Would it give any indication out that someone is here if I try and tap into the console?
If they're directly interfacing with the system, possibly.
Okay, I'm just gonna do it anyway. Because I should be able to use this console. I don't need to go all the way to the top, right? Or do I need to go all the way
Yeah,
to the top?
you think you're fine
I'll
here.
Just use this one. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna try and do. Interface with it and upload the program.
All right, give me program and intelligence. Did you sent the message to Thea saying, like, you were 42?
42.
42. Yeah.
Where?
Nice.
11.
Okay. You get the response, whatever the pre-programmed response is, that the upload of the program is going.
Okay.
And what was your intended effect?
So my intended effect is as soon as his program activates, then it makes it look like instead of the issue being a result of that particular unit, the issue is the result of the transmitter.
Okay, so the transmitter sent like a code, like some sort of code or like
Malfunction.
malfunction signal
Yeah.
that it shouldn't have, and that it,
And it
this was-
corrupted it, and now we have to fix the transmitter.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Roll your program in intelligence to activate it on your end as you interface with the console.
11.
Okay. That was beautiful. Like both 2 11s.
Nice.
Both of you sort of, you see in front of you, you are essentially interfacing, you hack into the system, and your, more or less your goal is to just turn off the communications, like to turn off as many systems as you can, except for external communication systems. With that hack, you'll get a little bit of information that there was alarms, so there were like tampering related alarms that would have sent off a signal, and you shut those down first successfully. You also are able to shut down like the monitoring visual sensory monitoring on the interior, so the cameras and other security systems are being shut down. And then The one thing that you do see is that there are still some automated security drones that you are not able to shut down because they're operating vaguely remotely, but they will not be able to send alarm signals out because the alarms have been shut down.
Good plan. Actually communicated this time.
Your program.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That's just me wanting to know what happened in the program. You sort of see like a warning light flash up on the screen. You hear the sound of the voices going, wait, the systems are, just a swear as there is like a spark on the console that you're in, and you sort of like jump yourself back, and the system itself has a small and minor explosion, localized, and the transmitter is broken.
Meep meep. Time to go. No, really. I'll follow you. Just go.
Ziana backs out of the room.
I would like to sneak out because I don't know where those guys are because I couldn't hear them.
Yep. Oksana, you exit pretty quickly. The door will open. Ziana, sorry.
It's okay.
Yana.
No, I get it.
Now they're both
Now we're
sentient.
stuck.
It was a mistake.
Oh, thank goodness.
You back out pretty quickly. Kika, do you go with her? Do you stay on her
I'm
shoulder?
on her
Do you-
shoulders.
Okay.
I'm not.
She
been
essentially
stolen.
just like slams on the emergency exit door. The door like clunks open, and there's just like kind of sound of scrambling voices on the interior.
13.
13. You, despite the, I think you probably, can you give me a quick evasion saving throw?
Oh.
That's a d20.
A d20 plus your modifier.
Which one do I do?
D20, and then you're gonna add the evasion.
No, I mean which color.
Oh. Can't help you there.
Do I have to tell you what it was?
Yes, you do.
14.
Actually, that's not bad. You won't take, so you manage to get away from the system just enough, like a small amount of shock will go up, you'll take 3 points of damage. As you sort of singe your hand that was interfacing with the system, but you manage to sort of stifle that and silently exit your way out of the building. The three of you leave the octagon of communication, and are on the exterior as there is like the drone, like some alarms start blaring in the area, and it's like, please exit the area. Emergency services are on their way.
Meet me.
Or I guess it's, please remain where you are. Emergency services are on the way.
Meet me. Super cash.
Yep. Like
All
the
right.
usual.
I know, except we're the only organics here.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
I would
So,
very much like to avoid anyone seeing us exit.
Look around, like we are in the open. We need to find a place.
Let's head
Well,
that
if
way.
we get out before emergency services get here.
Are you trying to go quickly or subtly?
I need my data shunt. Or my line shunt.
Isn't it on the drone?
Yeah. We need to go collect it. Look, I'll take care of it. I'll meet you guys back at the ship. It'll be fine. I can sneak better than you can. There's no way.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Z, I presume you book it then?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not going to be able to
just
sneak.
stealthy.
Yeah.
You were able to get out before emergency services show up. There may be on like a couple of the drones like a red streak that is moving fairly quickly, but it wasn't able to like out of sort of peripheral camera
Where's
vision.
your suit?
But that's true. You're wearing a vac suit. Is your vac suit also red? Or is it like have a red helmet maybe or something, or like
Is
a
it
visor?
coated with the blood of your enemies?
I wish. If it was, in that case, don't presume all blood is red.
Thank you.
Oh.
It's probably the same. Like, we probably all have a standard vac suit modified as
Yeah.
needed for our physiologies. So whatever color.
Okay, so a shadow like is
Yeah.
definitely in the corner of them, but
Yeah.
maybe not identifiable.
a tall.
Theo will come back to you.
A tall shadow with another shadow on top of
Yeah.
it.
It's a weirdly lumpy shaped shadow that actually probably makes it harder to recognize because it's
There's a
too,
weird.
like it's like weirdly
Why is
shaped.
it so lumpy?
We will come back to Theo in the depths of Echo Spot. You see, the communication is shut down. You also see like notification that like security forces are being like Emergency services are being dispatched to this location.
To our location?
No, to
Okay, two.
a very different location
Okay,
on the
double
surface.
checking. Okay.
Well, I guess that was all according to plan. I still would rather we go swiftly.
Agreed. How are you feeling?
How am I feeling?
As far from what you can tell right now, like you actually would have sensors like this.
Oh
is
yeah,
not,
on
like,
the vac suit.
yeah,
Like
the
I
vac
look
suit
at,
would tell you.
I look at the Geiger
Currently,
counter.
Radiation levels are within acceptable limits for a vac suit, but you wouldn't want to not be wearing a vac suit.
Fine.
Good. Then let's proceed. Which is the corridor?
I'd presume you want to continue straight and not go down the place with a low, deep.
Yeah, that
drum
seems
is
like it's
coming
gonna kill
from.
Why
all
is
of
that,
us.
that feels like the thing you want to go see.
That's what I think too, but it's gonna kill us.
It's not gonna kill me.
Well, it's gonna do
There is a
damage.
point where
It's
where
really
your
bad.
psionic sucker does not work.
I mean, there's a point at which like everyone dies.
Dies, yeah.
But
This, well, from
there's
what
a
I
point.
this is pretty bad over there, though, right? The radiation's pretty terrible.
Yeah, you probably don't want to go that way.
Yes.
So you continue down, and
the more the GM says you don't want to do that, the,
The
more
more
I
the
wanna
player
do it.
wants to do it.
want to go.
now you understand. Yeah. You all die. Fuck it. I'm dying now.
Yay!
Except we're gonna watch your slow and painful deaths from horrific radiation.
Wait,
dosing.
wait. One sec, drunkenly. It's you are and have always been my friend.
Radiation!
Oh, Star Trek.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. So you continue down, and you sort of see as you sort of go off the path, like the entire wall is in essence these kind of large like server areas. It's big. Like we're talking several hundred meters kind of in either direction. Like this is not a small area or a small region. Like there is a lot of processing power here, a lot of communications power. So you were given a sort of a specific node that you want to look for from update that sort of suggests like this is going to be the primary location that is related to communications because there's multiple functioning here. So you begin your way in. Go ahead. Are you trying to go quickly or quietly or some combination of the two?
I think at this point, quietly.
Yeah, things are still going according to plan. We don't have a whole lot of time.
Yeah, so we're not gonna
But
slack.
like,
Go ahead
it's
and-
not like right now you need to get out of there.
And we also
Go ahead
can
and give
take
me
care of ourselves if something goes
Dexterity and sneak.
Okay. 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have sneak, so 9.
wrong. Is that -1?
If
Minus,
you don't have
yeah,
it.
if you don't have
If
it.
you don't have it, okay, then 9.
Wow. You guys are like in sync as you silently, well, quietly, not silently, but quietly go. And you sort of start working your way kind of up to one of the higher levels, and then you essentially, you turn perpendicular and go in. And you're able to, give me a notice and perception.
You need
Sorry,
wisdom?
notice and wisdom.
Both of us?
Yes.
13. Ooh, no. 12.
7.
They're not moving silently. I don't know why I'm doing that. Ashley, you as you're moving quietly, you kind of can put your hand out or give a signal to Rachel to indicate there's something up ahead. If you imagine you're essentially in kind of these like long rows. I don't know if you've ever like. I don't know if this is actually what server rooms look like, but in science fiction shows,
Yes.
server rooms are just row upon row, like these long
Yeah.
rows of server. It looks like that. That is
what
okay, perfect, great. I don't know. Television teaches me things. You are essentially moving through these kind of rows of servers, and you can pause, and you hear. You have enough time to react to something is moving, and you sort of hear what almost sounds more like wheels rather than feet.
Oh no!
What do you do?
I quietly. Rachel, there's something here.
It's not alive.
That doesn't mean it won't kill us.
I'm just. That's all I got.
Are you gonna try and hide from it, or are you gonna try and just stand there? It's coming closer. The sound is getting louder.
I like press my back into like you
kinda,
motion
like-
what direction it's coming
Yeah.
from, and I like press my back into the like row of servers, like the heat on my back, and I'm just like trying to be very quiet. I have my gun, like, ready to go, primed or whatever.
Okay.
Ashley does the same, but again, a little bit shinier.
For this, I will take sneak, but I can do either intelligence or dexterity. Either because you're either trying to like squeeze yourself in, or you're just trying to find the most optimal positioning.
Okay.
Whichever one you think your character's doing.
7.
7.
As you both sort of stand in this hallway, like right across from each other, you didn't go particularly
Yeah, we're
far
just
down
like-
the rack, and you hear these wheels, and then you just see this drone, this fairly large sort of drone. It doesn't have a particularly humanoid shape. It's got some fairly large sort of wheels almost on tracks, but they're definitely designed to like turn very quickly. It's like a ball Dyson vacuum. It's like on a large ball that's designed to just like move and rotate. It's almost that like the character in WALL-E that's on the like rotation thing. So it's moving and turning it, so it's able to like fully rotate.
Does it have weapons?
From what you can tell, yes, it doesn't really have arms. It has weapons.
Okay.
And it's got sort of a vaguely like vertical-ish type figure and kind of a couple of weapon mounts that
Can
are
I hack the
designed
drone?
to. From a distance?
I have-
Actually, yes,
I have
you
drone
can.
command.
Oh, it's a drone.
Gotta double check what the notes are. What did I put on there?
Just the ongoing, that it's that the
Okay.
processing thing.
So I think you have to commit processing, and then in this case, because it is definitely controlled by an AI, you need a roll of programming to hack it. But it pauses, it stops, and like it is clearly using some sort of scanner that is not entirely like visual range,
Yeah.
and it swivels and just looks at the two of you that are like maybe 10 meters away from it down the server range, or like angles its weapons towards you. So.
I would, I look at Ashley, and if he's not, doing something right now, I'll shoot it. But
which
if
is
you're,
what I'm doing. I'm gonna
you're doing
I'm gonna
something
try to hack it
right now, okay. So I look at
Though
you,
you
and my
visually
gun's
wouldn't
like,
necessarily know that he's doing that unless you tell her.
Well, I thought they did the processing circles.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, I know the processing
the
circles,
little
yeah.
visual screen starts doing the spinning
And
beach
what is
ball.
it that's
Okay.
program and what else?
Program
is
and
it?
intelligence.
11.
The drone just immediately, you are kicked out of it. Like, you try and reach out and do the control on the drone, and it just, it's bumping into a mirror. I rolled really well.
Well, I have my gun out, so it's fine.
Okay, you see that nothing has happened. The drone is going to take aim and levels the weapons, allow you to shoot, and then so you guys get the first action, and then it's gonna.
Snake eyes. Oh wait, shooting is
Shooting is a D20.
Well, that's a good
Okay.
time.
Yes.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
All
That
right.
roll is useless.
10.
Does not hit the drone. All right, it is going to take fire at.
Please mate.
At you. You were
Okay,
evens.
that's good.
But I think it's gonna miss.
That's even better.
At 11, it does not beat your AC. So it fires and it glances off one of the servos, and then some little sparks fly out. Rachel, Ashley, what do you two do?
Oh, I because the first shot it was it went wide because I think I was waiting for
Yeah.
the signal from Ashley and then nothing happened. So I would try again. I would take aim and try again, and be like.
Can I just give her my gun?
I have two.
Oh, you have two guns.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
I
more
have
than one.
two guns, but yeah, I would take aim again.
All right,
so
go
I can
for it.
try again.
Yeah.
15.
That will hit.
Okay. So
roll
then
your
it's
damage.
Then it's
The damage is the D20? Oh no, it's 2 seconds.
6.
Okay. Yeah, you wish the damage was a D20.
Yeah, I really do. There's
Okay,
another
it takes
way.
a solid shot, and some sparks fly out of it, and it sort of and it lets out a very monotone instruction of stand down, and it starts moving towards you.
Just shut up.
I would like to try to program it again.
Okay.
Can I do that?
It's gonna get. Actually, it's still an active roll. Yeah.
Do I need the sign?
13.
Oh,
Okay,
it is
this
fine.
time I did not roll as well. You have a moment and you sort of like, you slide over like the glasses there and you just like mentally punch through it and the glass shatters and you sort of inside the circuitry of the drone. You have some basic control over it.
Yes.
I immediately stop it from shooting and check if it sends any has it sent any communications to anyone else.
It has not. It has tried to,
I would like
but
to
there
disable
it
that
has
if possible.
been unable to.
Okay.
The alarm
because
systems are
That's
off.
of our program.
Yay.
This is literally the entire reason you had this dumb
Okay,
plan.
just making sure.
Dumb plan.
It was
this
a
plan.
good plan and it's paid off.
I helped.
Okay, so it stops shooting at us,
I have
And it's
control
just like there. The
okay.
weapons just sort of go.
Rachel, you're right.
I think. Yeah, I'm fine. I go over to the drone and using my knife, I just like sever the wires attaching it to the weapons.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do it. It takes you a little bit of time with the knife.
Yeah.
But you kind of get through the armor on it.
Yeah, and I'm
and
just
eventually
like,
just the drone weaponry is just sort of are disabled, maybe not fully.
But enough that it's like not something to worry about behind us for right
Yep.
now.
Yes.
Okay.
I would suggest we continue moving.
Yes.
Ashley puts his hand on the drone and just says, "I'm sorry."
I'm hoping that
From what you can tell, the drone doesn't have its own
Yeah,
consciousness.
I know.
Okay.
It's just Ashley.
Yeah, it's they are
What are you guys doing?
like RC cars essentially for androids.
Okay, and I'm just like, I don't think. And let's just go.
You continue your way through. You don't hear or notice anything else, and you would notice the spiking the Geiger counter on your suits are starting to go up.
Yes.
So you can, if you choose to continue forward, I'll have you make a
Yeah.
physical saving throw.
Can I spend effort?
Do you want to just sort of automatically activate?
Because I'm like, she's hyper aware of the
Yeah.
fact that she hears the noise, and I think that because of all the you're psionic, are you psionic? She's like keeping a gauge on
Yeah.
what her body is doing, and she probably feels the heat level rise from the radiation, and then feels some kind of process basically like a radiator send cool
Yeah.
and she's just like, huh, and then just shakes it off.
Yeah. So rather than doing the roll, I'll just have you automatically spend the point of
Yeah,
effort
I'll
and
spend the point
activate
of
your psionic sucker on yourself.
Yeah, it
you
says
sort of
it's-
almost preemptively, you're like, fuck it, I'm probably gonna fail this saving throw anyway. So you're sustaining that point of effort and you're just keeping it down,
Yeah.
almost like that sort of low grumble of nausea. You're like, no.
Not today.
Okay, you continue forward, and eventually you hit the point that update gave you. And there's a sort of a fairly intricate, this one is almost, the servers are kind of arranged in, it's a block, a sort of circular sphere that you want to integrate with, and there's just massive of cables. This is a separate location with it that seem to be reaching upward and then kind of branching, and you imagine this might reach out to various communication relays, and potentially be connected to all communication systems within Echo.
This is the place then?
This is the place.
Well, do your thing or whatever. And I turn, because you said it's a square. Or,
Yeah, it's a sort of a spherical column that eventually just turns into cables.
yeah, I turn to look behind and guard the outside. I take a look around the other side, and I'm basically just keeping watch. Well, actually does whatever.
Ashley takes out the drive. What is it? Some kind of
Yeah.
drive thing. Takes out the drive and begins to insert into the system.
For this one, you don't need a roll because someone else did this system for you. So presuming you have enough intelligence to know how to insert, you put it in once, you turn it upside down, fuck, that didn't work. Put it in the third time and it works.
Surprising.
This one, ironically, actually does have 3 directions on it. So you're,
Great.
So all 3 times when you try it, it's like, oh, that works, and that works, and that works.
Oh.
it's a
I was
universal.
like,
It's a
Ashley.
USB-C.
Sorry.
So you eventually you insert it and you kind of watch as
both sides.
there isn't probably you have to interface with this as an AI, and you sort of start reading visually the information that's coming to you, and the virus just it is prolific. It is immediately latches onto the system and just starts replicating itself and sends out a package to each one of every single of the thousands and thousands of branches that are coming off of this. And on your end, actually you're not connected to it anymore.
I mean, I am close to the droid now. Maybe I don't know.
Oksana would probably get a message on the ship and be like, Captain, I am receiving a message. It looks like it worked. And sends the message to you, and every communication system within this area is receiving the video feed and the message feed, and it eventually is going to proliferate its way out and pass onto anything that extends out from here into the sector. So it's going to bounce to every communication relay, develop a new packet, and then send one on from there.
Is it automatic? Like, is it already going?
Yes.
Can I uninterface?
Yes. You just need to leave the tap in there,
Absolutely.
as long as that stays.
We're in.
You should go.
I've always wanted to say that.
Yeah, cool. You did. Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
You leave with speed and haste.
Yes.
And make your way out. As you are exiting this area, pretty shortly afterwards, all of you will get a message from Update. You did really well. That was really fun to watch. I was very impressed with my own virus activate. Oh, also, I have some basic communication set up with Morva. I don't know how quickly you need to leave, but if you would like, we can have a conversation.
Yep.
Do we have any kind of chatter on the planet about, oh, hey, things are going wrong, let's go find those organics?
Yeah.
I had already talked to Thea about like erasing us. I'm assuming that's like after we leave, because like if you erase us and we're still there.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't
Yeah,
be
we're
super.
like
That was
that.
their plan.
You
that's how
actually,
it
if
is
you
now.
want, like, you're pretty good at reading, like, news feeds and chatter, so go ahead and roll me a Connect and Charisma. Or Connect and Intelligence.
Okay.
Or maybe Wisdom, whichever one. I'll take Wisdom or Intelligence to just kind of be like, what's the social media on Echo saying about the organics?
Okay, that is 8.
Currently, all of the information is talking about a communications breakdown at one of the older communications relay. It sent like a faulty script to the mainframe. Like, this seems like a problem. There is talk about like a weird message having been sent to all like monitors and systems. They're not really sure what's originating. They're investigating that. There's a lot of like political discourse about how we really need to update our infrastructure, and if our infrastructure hasn't been updated, and it's like very clearly some like partisan politics that are already happening regarding like the explosion that happened.
So I like
So
go
you
through
think
the,
you're okay.
the public news feed, and I'm like, it
Facebook.
looks like they're still arguing amongst themselves, but we should probably leave as soon as we can. But we have a little bit of time.
All right. Then the next stop, I guess, once we have all reconvened safely, I see a pause.
I still need to get the data.
Yeah.
the
So
life
you
facts.
are convening to updates. Are you all headed there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thea has something to take care of first. Thea, how are you trying to get? What are you doing? What are you doing,
What
Thea?
am I doing? I'm stealing a droid. I'm going to take what I want to do. Actually, would there be any components out of the droid that would be removable and useful to me? Or
All of it.
sellable, essentially?
All of them.
Yeah, but it's harder to walk around with a great big droid and easier to take out a memory
drone.
card.
It's a drone. It's not a
Drone.
droid.
Sorry to all the droids in the world. Drone.
Yeah, you could scrap it for parts.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. It's
I
going to be a
wanna-
fix roll.
I still want to just get. I know. I needed you.
Instead of on a giant person's back.
Well, next time. Yeah, I want to pull out anything of value, memory cards, anything that I can sell on the black market. for
Okay.
some-
How are you going to get this drone from just buzzing in the alleyway? Like, the hack is probably actually ended or going to end pretty soon. Like, you will need to rehack it to get it to do what you want.
Oh,
Idea.
okay.
Like, it started to go back to its regular path.
It's starting to re.
No, you're staying.
No, this is the idea.
Yeah, but
Oh.
Thea's super short.
That's fair.
She's not a very tall person.
So Claudia would fix the problem.
Okay,
Thea's
and
plan.
do I have any sort of idea of how close the emergency people are? Because the last thing I want to do is get stuck in this alley with a bunch of emergency people asking why there's an organics nearby where things went wrong.
I mean, how dare you? They're close. They were definitely on their way.
Important.
Okay, so I get close to this. I can see, oh, I'm going to have to rehack this thing. in order to be able to pull the parts. I'm not just going to be able to pull the parts, and these guys are close. Is there any way for me to get out of this alley that is away from the direction that the emergency folks are coming into?
Yeah, do you want to guess how that is?
Over the wall?
Yep.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Wait, you're wall jumping?
I would like to attempt to hack it again.
Okay, roll your program and intelligence.
It's accurate, Quasi.
11.
You're in.
Okay.
You were able to issue some, probably one command.
I want it to just come down. I want to scrap it for parts.
Okay. It goes, and it's just like hovering in front of you. So you're just gonna smash it and then scrap it. So I'll roll this all into your fix and intelligence roll to scrap this drone for parts.
Yeah, smash and grab.
Smash
All
and
right.
grab. Smash and grab.
Yeah.
Yeah,
taught you
11.
well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Thank you, Kika.
curb stomp the drone into the ground and smash it, and then just rip into its meaty, metally guts.
Super lucky that the top of it's like glass.
Thank
so
goodness.
It
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
smashes
It's
super easy.
it's a solar panel,
Plus, I
but there's no
imagine-
sunlight.
Well, I mean, when it oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kika taught me
You
what were the
rip out some
useful
cables.
parts.
You pull out a couple of parts, so you get most of a
the
drone.
red one.
I only want to
Um,
grab the things that I can hide on me.
Okay, you succeed. You leave the crusty shell of a drone in the alleyway.
All right, I want to jump a wall.
No, it's not
it's not
sentient. It's like it is literally a Roomba. Like it
I
doesn't
am
actually have a
also struggling
personality.
with what is real and what is not anymore.
Welcome to
science fiction.
Claudia is struggling with
Climb.
science fiction.
This is Thea, so
That's fair.
It's under the table. It is going to climb. It is going to be exert and strength.
oh, not dexterity.
Unless you can justify that you are like
Because
kung
I feel-
fu hopping up of this wall.
I mean, I feel like she would have tried to like take a running start and like bounce off of this one.
You were
hit
going.
that
Are
one.
you attempting to parkour?
Yes, she's attempting to parkour.
I will take dexterity and exert.
Parkour.
Please
Don't
don't
let me
snake
down.
eyes.
Yeah, 10.
All of her legs broke.
That's why those other ones are in there.
Every leg you own
You
broke.
like hop, and then you like have to pause. You get like partway up and find like a perch, and you're like, I'm tired. And then you like keep going. It's like a 3 stories that you're trying to climb up. You sort of get there. It takes you a while. It's not a fence. You're in like a tall alleyway, and you eventually are on the roof of this building. You are tired.
So, what's the lag time on this? Like, how long have we been separated?
You will definitely get to the Batleth, get the message from Update, and be able to start getting to Update before Thea will get to you.
Mentally, meet. Thea, where the hell are you?
Sorry, I got held up. I'm almost there.
Held up by what? Have you been compromised?
No, I just had to get my line shut.
What do you mean you had to get your line shut?
I had to rehack it to get it to come down and then get the line shut.
Why couldn't you have just get to Update?
Okay, I'm coming.
It takes you a little bit. You get there.
I
It's
gotta
slow.
breathe.
You're tired. The other 4 of you will arrive first.
I know.
Probably the 2 of you, Ashley
Yeah, I figured you'd
and
get there.
Rachel, get there pretty quickly because you go back through the hole you came out of and sort of work your way through the tunnels.
I would imagine I tried to fold the hole a little bit as much as I could. Just not half-assed, just half-assed, like fold it.
Half-assed fold
Yeah.
it. The door will open like as soon as you arrive. Come in. Very excited.
Oh,
And then shortly after, oh, you're not all here. Shall we wait? Let's wait.
No.
No, this is before when they're waiting for
Oh,
you, and they
oh.
come in and like Update just sits there.
So, what do you do in your spare time?
Oh, sorry, I was interfacing.
Yeah. Okay.
I make new programs. I try things. I make updates.
Have you ever made anything that works with, I don't know, numbers in accounts and transferring them from, I mean, I know that you're not worried about money, but other people are.
You asking me to hack a bank account for you? That's child's play for most systems.
I was just wondering if you could set up like a program that would continuously shuffle some numbers around.
I mean,
And
I
she's
almost
like daydreaming
guarantee.
a little bit.
One of those has been set up in most bank accounts.
What?
You ever notice those numbers go up and down a lot?
I just,
Physical trading goods for services is a much more reliable source. Data is too easily manipulated.
I mean, but like, it would be real nice to manipulate it in my favor for once.
Okay, we can talk about that sometime.
Wait,
That sounds fun.
is update just saying go get a job? Like,
Update saying you gotta like trade goods for services. Like favors are more reliable.
He's saying
than...
that barter systems are more like reliable than bank accounts.
Yeah. You can hack a bank account. You can't hack a favor.
Yeah.
Ashley found a place to sit, but his knee is just his leg is bouncing and making a nice loud metal tap sound. Yeah,
Do you have a glitch?
maybe.
At that point, you guys
Being
arrive.
Kika?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know when I get there.
I need. Okay. We're successful. We did it. Okay.
How did it go?
Where's Thea?
She's on her way.
She's a little bit late.
How did it go?
Fine.
The virus has been disseminated quite effectively, and
And he like pulls up this sort of map, and you see the sector, and you see like all of these points of light pop up.
these are all of the locations that have received a package.
And you... Are you alright?
Yes.
He's glitching.
I'm not.
It's what
glitching.
happens when an AI is uncomfortable, and sometimes their core doesn't interface properly with their program body.
Is that what you're here? That.
No, I just have an old body.
Well, you said that you now have an interface with... What is it called?
Morva.
Morva.
That's what you're calling it. That's lovely. Her. I don't know. Gender's a strange concept. Everyone calls me he, but I don't really understand what that means. So, okay. Morva.
And it kind of like goes over it, and you see the AI core is like interfaced on sort of a platform.
Is it still on a pillow?
No, it is not on a pillow. Does Ashley actually react to that when they see it's not on a pillow?
Goes for it, but then finds the pillow and puts it under.
Okay, nope. That will disrupt the very sensitive communication system I have established with this very delicate AI core.
I'm sure the pillow's
It's safe.
unnecessary.
It doesn't have a nervous system. Let's get on with it.
Okay. I'm turning it on. Morva will be limited in their ability to communicate. I have not been able to restore all of their memory functions. Their language systems have been patched. They are maybe experiencing a small amount of discomfort that I am attempting to minimize with dampeners, but that's going to reduce their ability to use processing capabilities.
Oh.
I'm just going to spit out a lot of words for you, but it'll probably be fine. Keep the conversation short and simple. Yes.
There's no way that Morva can be fixed.
Not with our current available technology, no. Unless you want to find someone who's particularly good at experimental AI programs. In like ICA. That might be possible, but I can't make any guarantees. I don't know about
We
that.
can communicate with. Morva.
Yes.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
I feel like you should.
And like turns things on and kind of backs away. And a screen pops up. And you're actually going to be receiving mostly written programs.
It was easier to create a nonverbal system. It's not as efficient. Go ahead.
Morva, do you know who I am? Or rather, do you remember me?
He said that the memory wasn't connected.
The message pops up on screen. Question mark. Yes,
Do you know who you are?
Morva.
Do you understand the situation?
I am broken.
Correct.
I cannot be fixed.
Correct.
I have no more function.
Morva, we have a choice. There are two options. One, we could return you to the state from which we have just awoken you and leave you there until perhaps you can be fixed. Maybe. Or we can terminate your functions.
I have failed. My crew is dead.
It's not your fault.
I have no more function.
Morva.
Isn't there a third option?
No, because like erasing her would be how she gets be able to use the AI core for
But
Oksana.
we should,
That's terminating her
That's
function.
terminating her
but we should let her know, or more about if we are terminating her, what we will use her for, or the more of a for.
So there's
Because there's that.
actually at this
matter?
point as you're saying it, update will kind of come in like, shall I re-explain? Okay. So there's the euthanization option where it's like going to sleep for, I don't really know what it's like to be dead, but it's not existing anymore. And then there is this dreaming, and then there is potentially merging with some other virtual intelligence, which is an unknown experiment that we would really have fundamentally no idea what would remain of Morva and what would remain of the virtual intelligence. Maybe they would be a multiple personality. Maybe they would be neither. Maybe one would completely consume the other one. Or, yes.
Morva, did you hear all that?
Yes.
Very basically, there could be another function for you.
Did you understand that option?
I think so.
Captain,
It's your choice.
I think we should, if this is an option, I think we should talk to Oksana.
Obviously. And Ziana looks visibly irritated. Morva, do you have a preference between these options?
The dreams are bad. They are old memories of failure. I would like to be useful.
If our virtual intelligence does not wish to merge with you, would you prefer to be euthanized?
Yes.
All right. And Ziana starts punching in on her computer. Oksana, can you hear me?
Yes, Captain.
Oksana, you told me before we left the ship that if there was an option, if there was a way to make you into an AI, that you would like to explore that.
I simply asked to have something that was not your property in which to inhabit. Drunken Dronuts always seemed like fun.
Yeah, I do. I have an option for you. It might not be one you like. You are more than welcome to turn it down. You are familiar with the AI Morva.
Yes, the second interloper.
She
I apologize. Dry humor is how I cope.
She cannot be repaired. She does not wish to go back into her dormant state. However, she is open to the possibility, as Update has presented it, of you merging with the AI. You would inhabit in some way Morva's core, but you may not be yourself. You may not be Morva. You may be some third person. Morva is open to this possibility, otherwise would prefer to be euthanized. The choice is entirely yours.
This is the first choice I believe I have ever made.
Make it count.
It's a big one.
I'm sorry, I can't give you more time to think about it.
I mean, from what you have explained, Morva was a virus once. I mean, not Morva, sorry. Oksana was a virus once. Seems like change is part of her nature. This could be a good thing.
Given the option of continuing to exist in a less than ideal form or becoming something potentially entirely different than myself, I honestly can't say which I would do.
I suppose there is no risk without reward. There is no reward without risk. Can I still be a part of your crew, Captain?
Yes.
Always.
Then I would like to try.
Update?
Oh boy. Well, this is very exciting to just like keep chattering. Like, also, this is awkward. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm going to need to bring the AI core to your ship and a few materials. Can you carry? And they just start handing things to people.
Carry you?
I think I can walk that far. Mr. Creek, they're like, yeah. We might need a bit of oil.
Is Morva still attached?
They have not disconnected Morva yet.
May I transport Morva myself?
Sure. Okay. Hands you back the pillow.
Before like you detach her, I just like say, and I'm assuming there's some kind of like, cause I'm human, but like future human, so there's some kind of like cultural exchange of like, this will be a long goodbye, but it's in like the language of the Varvarans. And so like she says that to Morva, and then like
Update just deactivates the light, sort of shuts off the screen, turns down, and then hands the core to you.
And like trying to get off your shoulders to get onto.
Oh, I don't know if I'm there yet.
Oh.
Yeah, as they are walking out, that's when you arrive.
Yeah, I need to get to.
Okay, and like just handed a bunch of stuff for people to carry, and like Update's like walking very slowly in this really awkward shuffle.
I would like to go see Oksana.
towards the ship.
Okay.
We're all going.
I want to have time with Oksana.
Wanna climb on my shoulder?
and I look back at like Update, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be you could probably get there faster.
Okay. It'll take me a while to set stuff up.
Ziana picks crap up that looks very heavy and starts towards her ship.
It probably is very heavy.
It is. It's pretty heavy.
Well, she puts that 18 strength to use.
Dang.
I forgot how high that is.
Girl invested heavy in one.
She's like, this is what I do.
This is what I do and I do it well.
Oh.
Oh, who's... You two were talking, right?
I want to talk to Oksana.
Okay.
I think that
It's just
me
a sort of
and
silent
Ziana
funeral
and,
procession?
And Ashley and Update are like carrying things and
I'm only
obvious-
carrying Morva.
Yeah, obviously Ashley's carrying Morva and being very like, but like I'm
Good impression.
helping to carry things and Ziana's helping to carry things and Update's being slow and a robot.
Yeah.
And you guys are going ahead.
Yeah.
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 I'm going to fill in as quickly as I can.
Okay.
Morva has decided to try to merge with Oksana. It could mean that Oksana has an AI core. It could mean that Morva consumes Oksana and takes over the ship. It could mean that Oksana takes over Morva and then is going to be a damaged AI core. It could mean that everything's fine. It could mean that they're merged together. It's totally... I just want to check in before it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, you missed a conversation. Because I know you had things to do, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
These pockets are weirdly full.
Well, she went ahead.
I thought I only
mean,
knew
yeah.
what I could hide.
We passed each
Yeah,
other.
but I assume, like...
because she remembers that Z told her not to.
Okay, then yeah.
So it's like one video, like very
Yeah, it's like
thin
whatever is can
RAM.
be highly sold and hidden very carefully.
Can I roll a notice to notice anything?
Yeah, roll
in her-
notice and wisdom.
Yeah.
Roll, let's go with sneak and dexterity for hiding things on you.
May I borrow another one of yours?
So, from my understanding, Morva's AI will slowly rebuild, or Morva's core will slowly rebuild, but it doesn't have. Her AI is corrupted, and that's why it's the UI, like the universal core is not rebuilding. So with Oksana, Morva and Oksana together can rebuild the UI core. I think that is what.
What'd you roll?
14.
Oh, she
Yeah.
outrolled me by a lot.
You hit it well. You hit it well.
I'm very happy and also a little sad. The player is sad.
Yeah.
Thea is
Thea
super
is-
happy with
Sighs of relief. As you're walking, Update's gonna walk alongside Ashley. Hey,
Hello.
so, I had an idea. You saw how well the virus went.
Yes.
It's now a bad time. Should we not talk about business right now?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. Continue.
You did really well. Creak, 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 creak. I want. Well, it seems like a very important message. I watched the message. Those things are terrifying. Have you met them in person?
No, but I believe this crew.
Well, based on what I saw, I might need some assistance because I think we need to go to Echo Prime and do this all over again. I also think you really need to meet some other AIs.
The one AI I met, I failed.
Okay, you've technically met two. Thanks for ignoring me.
The one AI I met that I liked.
Fair. You don't
I'm
have to
sorry.
like me.
I'm sorry. That was rude.
No, that was very, very intelligent of you. Look, I know you might not like it, but I think you should come with me.
You think we can replicate what we did here?
I am very confident in my ability to create viruses.
Especially today.
They got a bit of an ego boost.
If it will help people, then yes.
Excellent. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get along great. We're gonna put in a contact. We're gonna get a ship. You can pilot, right? That's definitely why I think you should come with me. Half of the other group definitely can't pilot.
I can pilot.
Cool. Cool. I like the little one. Would have that one come with me, but she can't fly for shit.
Peanut gallery laughing.
I've never tried. Just give me the console.
I
that has
thought
three-
you glided very nicely.
Yeah, and you landed.
Glided?
That's half the battle.
Okay. At the point
Glid.
you arrive at the Batleth, Update will head to the
Glider.
the cockpit, the helm, bridge, whatever you want to call
Bridge.
it, and begin setting up his strange equipment. Like has a little platform, starts plugging things into various locations on the ship. Where do the rest of you go?
Where can I talk to Oksana?
Anywhere?
Okay. Where can I talk to Oksana that isn't going to be the operating room? Basically.
Go like to engineering, where you
Great.
normally
I'm
talk
gonna go to
Oksana.
engineering. I'm gonna find my cozy spot.
I think Thea recognizes what's going on and doesn't follow you unless, like, you make some sort of, like, come with me
No,
motion.
I definitely, as soon as we get there, I'm like, nah. Oksana?
Kika?
I'm excited for you.
I am uncertain of what will happen.
I'm really scared. You are a crew member here. And there's a large chance you're gonna change. And a large chance that I can't help you anymore. And I'm really good at fixing things, and I fix you when you're broken, and I can't.
In fairness, Kika, you only fix my metallic body form.
Yeah, I'm the doctor for that part.
Presuming I am able to acquire any sort of armature, I would still need repairing. I would allow you to fix me. I believe you are very competent.
But what if it's not you?
Then you will fix something else.
This is the ship that I've been here the longest on. I jumped a lot. Even before I met Thea. I went from ship, and I kind of fixed it, and then was like, I'm done here, and I got in fights. I had 3 kids.
That astounds me.
They were good kids. They left. Kev, you're part of the reason why this is home, I think. Yeah, and
Until today, I did not understand or believe that I was capable of making decisions for myself. As much as I enjoyed disobeying orders, that seemed merely a portion of my programming. It was brought to my attention that I was able to do that because you chose to cease updates. Arguably, Kika, you have had 4 children.
Can I hold your hand?
I do not have hands.
Can I hold on to whatever you want me to?
You are literally touching me.
I'd like that.
I hope it is comforting.
Really?
Small amount of steam. It goes fast and heats up, becomes warm. I'm attempting to simulate bodily contact.
Oh, you did good, kiddo. One more thing. Can we dissolve protocols 0 through 57? It doesn't seem right for me to put programming in when you...
I have already disabled those programs.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You're out of the nest now.
Kiko, thank you. You have been the best repair person we have had on this ship. I do not believe I would be, as you would call it, alive, if not for your colorful care.
Because the wires, they're all...
I was thinking more of the paint job.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I will not allow you to paint me if I am to gain an armature.
That makes sense.
Thank you, Kika. Even if I am different, I do not believe there is a situation where I would not be your friend.
I mean, you're always gonna be family, right?
Family is mean to each other. That seems a more accurate description of our relationship.
Yeah. I guess, I'll see you on the other side.
Yes,
Not in a dead way.
I will experience you in some fashion on the other side.
So on the bridge, yes. So on the bridge, Ziana is just. What is happening under this table?
She's just trying to escape.
So on the bridge, Ziana kind of oversees the work that Update is doing. And by oversees, I mean she lurks in the doorway, watching and being unhelpful, and perhaps occasionally being in the way. Not because she's trying to get in his way, but because she is simply physically large, and it is a physically small space, and it's very hard to stay out of a person's way on the bridge.
Rachel goes to take a shower.
Excellent.
That's how you de-stress.
I mean, there was also radiation.
Yeah.
It's true. She should decontaminate a little bit.
Is there anybody else besides Update who's also lurking on the bridge?
I
Ashley?
assumed Ashley was.
Correct.
Okay. Ashley, would you mind giving me a moment?
Absolutely, Captain.
Thank you. And she waits until he leaves. And she kind of glances over at Update, but Update can't go anywhere. So... Sorry. Oksana.
Yes, Captain. Sorry, I was having another conversation.
That's fine. She kind of glances over at Update again. I just wanted to say...
You do not need to express feelings. There is not enough alcohol in your system.
I wanted to say that it has been an honor to fight alongside you. And I hope to continue to do so in whatever new form you take.
I look forward to saving the galaxy with you, Captain. Or, at the very least, shooting at a Ratos or two. They are irritating.
They are incredibly irritating. Thank you.
You are an excellent captain. Granted, my experience is incredibly limited, but based on what I am able to discern, I would consider you very good.
Glad someone does.
It will be an honor to disobey your orders.
I look forward to the addition.
I have learned from the best.
Thank you. Ashley, you can come back in.
Thank you, Captain.
Like he never like.
Listening.
He probably was just like 3 feet away down the hall a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
Can you say something to Oksana?
I like to believe that everyone's talking to
this
us
is all happening
at the
at
same time.
the
I was just
yeah.
like, okay, yes, I love you all.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay,
Let me go.
alright, fine. Thea's just going to say.
Yeah, everyone else is talking to me. Would you like to as well?
I'm not.
Yeah. You were taking a shower.
Yeah. No matter what happens, I'm still keeping score.
I wouldn't expect any less. Also, be careful. Ziana will be unhappy.
I think she already is. I kind of want to put him off the ship. I mean, it's not like I'm going to get that much guck for him anyway, but... I don't know. It's not like she has to know anyway either. Anyway, the point is, all right, fine. Look, I'm keeping score. Just do your
I
thing.
believe I am winning.
I don't agree.
If there's like a video of like a monitor in your room, like a score just pops up.
She's like, there are at least 5 points on your score that I deducted when you unceremoniously just told everybody about where I was storing all of those rings.
Fair. The score drops down. But let us not forget when you were studying with Conrad. Score goes back up. Yeah, I can't change your personality too much. She thinks she might die.
Okay, so we're ready to go. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's gonna be great. Everyone, you all want to be in here? It might actually take maybe fairly uncertain. Are we ready? Okay.
We're ready.
Okay. Like, looks like he's moving his hands. There's something about this chair that makes me just want to hum that song.
Like,
Yo, yeah. Death.
And there's a moment, and the ship goes silent,
Oh no.
and then boots back up. Well, if it worked, the core will begin repairing itself. It will take a little bit of time, so you may just want to leave it there. Let me know how it goes, and then you can interface it with pretty much any AI-compatible system. But right now, it's just a matter of time, and you're all just sort of staring at this ring, which still
So-
has those cracks in it.
We're going to need an AI compatible system.
Yeah, that should be. I mean,
Oh, the ship is arguably here. Just like, he takes a module and like, this is an old clunky one, but it'll work for a meantime.
Are you talking about my ship?
there
Yes.
are definitely smaller systems that we could probably finagle getting.
We'll
back
find
onto
something
Rank
once
Duranga.
the AI wakes up. We'll find something more to its preference.
I'm just gonna. Ashley, you wanna help me carry this stuff out?
Yes.
Thanks. It's been great. Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah. Well, how should I get into contact with you about that thing we talked about?
Oh, just like hands you a dead chip. Plug that into any communications relay. Okay. Just like throws out business cards.
Thank you for your assistance. It has been much appreciated.
Life is a grand experiment. Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Ashley inserts a little bit of information to the computer, the ship's computer, just for Oksana.
Okay.
Yes.
Ashley, how long will it take you to return to the ship?
I'm estimating that it will take me
Are you returning to the ship?
never.
Sorry, what?
What? No. Wait, what in the voice is this?
No.
I'm going to go where I'm needed. There is a way to spread the word, the message that we got out at Echo Prime. I am going to help update with that.
You're going to be spending more time with Update.
I am aware the situation is not ideal.
Well, you know, if the AI on Echo Prime throw you in AI jail, you know who to call.
All of us, just to be clear.
Thank you. I appreciate the clarity.
Thank you for accompanying us and for helping the crew while I was away. You have been a valuable asset to the team. And should you ever require our assistance in the future, please do feel free to reach out.
Thank you. I appreciate being a part of your crew. I am glad to have done this, and I apologize if I caused any trouble. I hope that processing a little bit. I left something for Cortana.
Oksana.
I left something for Oksana.
Ironically, that's half of her name.
Thank you.
Tell her it's under the Yale file.
All right.
When she comes back on.
Ashley, thank you for your care of Oksana and of Morva. All right then. So then we'll prepare for disembarkation. Is there anything else that you need help carrying out?
No, I believe so. I believe I am fine. Thank you very much. Please be safe. Please take care of yourself. Please get back to the one you love. And please don't go too hard on that one.
Which?
I think you know which one.
Give it back. What? No. Give it back. He needs it. I can't believe you're doing this.
I can't believe you're asking me to give Guck back.
This is a good person.
Keep the guck. Take it as a gift.
Oksana's like in the piloting chair.
Ziana,
sorry.
Ziana,
We're gonna have to change names.
It's convenient, really, that I have two names to portmanteau together.
I don't-
Ziana punches on the console, and it ejects a little card, a little guck stick, and she hands it over. You're cut.
Keep it.
For the
Take
cause.
it.
Give it to Oksana. You owe her a bunch of back pay.
Didn't even think about that. However,
I didn't
we'll
wanna bring
worry
that up.
about that later. You deserve a cut. You're going to need Guck to get to Echo Prime. Take it.
Thank you, Captain. You are the best captain.
You're the best crew member she's ever had.
Hey,
I mean, let's be real. He follows
You're in the
orders.
shower, so.
It has been rather
I
novel.
thought I heard I was done with the shower.
Yeah, we're all
fair.
here.
I just assumed you were like staying clear of the Fields Bridge.
She starts to
Have to
do prep
pre-lunch.
for
She's
takeoff.
right. You're gonna need something to get there.
Thank you.
Don't.
Thank you. Feelings are okay. They're
No.
hard and confusing.
I'm not having feelings.
Then
I'm
neither
just
do I.
good.
Great.
Great.
Take care of yourself.
No.
Ashley just kind of smiles, even though it's a metal face.
Metal face smile.
Yeah. I'm bad at goodbyes. Ashley takes the thank you for being a friend magnet that's on his neck and just kind of puts it on the exit to the door.
You're coming back for that, right?
We'll see. Go save the universe. I have to go. Deal with update. Coming.
Good luck.
Here's
too.
some pants.
Oh. just rip them, putting them on.
You know that?
The thing we didn't describe how thick Ashley's thighs are.
They are
Thick thighs, Ashley.
H-I-C-C.
Double C.
And
lie,
with that, Ziana, Z, punches in the coordinates, and they make their way back to meet up with
We gotta erase
Sarin.
ourselves.
Oh, that
I feel
Can we just like do that next, like have that flashback
yeah,
next
that,
time?
that can we can
Okay.
flashback that. Thea probably did it either part of why she was delayed, or maybe we just ask Update to do it.
I'd like to think while she was like putting like on the ship and everyone was having the
Yeah.
other, she was like,
Yeah. And you will. That is where we will end
Can we all be in the
tonight's
cockpit and
episode.
just
Yeah.
together?
In the cockpit.
Just
At
like the
comms.
scene.
I come in like rubbing my hair with a towel.
What happened?
and,
Ashley
like,
self-destructs.
I'm under the little comm chair.
Right in the
Just in
engine.
my little.
Under the comm chair, at comms, at the helm, coming in,
I
drying
just
off the
want to
hair.
be clear. We're all in the cockpit for the final.
Ashley and Update watch as the Batla launches. Heads into the distance.
There's a little like sputter and a color of smoke.
It backfires slightly. Lurch. Unclamp. Then fly. And that is where we'll end tonight's episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. There's a lot of emotions.
We're late.
We had to go late. Thank you for sticking with us. We needed to resolve several plot lines. But don't worry, we may not have an Ashley next week, but we will be joined by the tiniest of B-men.
How can we hold all these emotions?
I don't know. I don't have enough arms, and we're both short.
I know.
So for
don't
those
have
of you
any,
who
so that
don't
makes it
know,
easy.
next week we will have a familiar face for some of you, a new face for many of you. Joining us, we will be joined by Tony Beeman, and he will be coming in for the last 3 weeks to join our motley crew. And I definitely sent him an email that was like, I need you to do this thing because reasons, and then I have many plans.
Question: Is he gonna have an accent?
Why would you put that into the universe?
No, I the first time I met Tony, I was like, oh, that's a great accent. I could keep doing that.
No accents.
This is a lovely table.
Hold me
Sound
closer,
no
tiny
change.
Beeman.
why do the tables have to change?
No, like
I don't know.
like
We'll figure it out.
Thinking about all the people who have come in through this show,
It's been lovely.
appreciate all
Okay,
these people.
I am back. Checking.
That's a good point.
Was Genova's last one? No, Rita. No, Levi. Yeah. No. Wait, how far? Oh, that's 314. I was like, I'm finding the wrong date. There we go. Yes, there it is. Okay. From Paladin Hulk with $5.69. Hi, Lauren. Hi, everyone. Hi, Paladin. Thanks for being here. Jordan Wynn with $10. Be your best, worst self.
That's us.
That is us.
and
Troll Flair with $20. Feelings in space. Here's to some tissues for everyone. Save us. Trooper SJP with $14.31. Wait, so does this mean that my Oksana Ashley ship isn't going to sail anytime soon?
I did leave her with some information.
He didn't.
Was it
write
news?
His number.
All I am is nudes.
Just like
I did leave you with some
Pictures
numbers.
of interior wiring.
That's Ashley's nicer than that.
Like it's a full like
Don't-
3-panel spread.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Contact information, you disgusting perv.
No unsolicited circuit pics.
Yes,
All right.
thank you.
None.
Thank you.
And finally,
Taking
from
no
Flowers
seriously.
for Algernon with $40, I'm not crying, you're crying. I think the answer was Jackie Dash was crying. It was beautiful.
You were making me like.
I've made a player cry at the table in a while.
It's been a while.
I feel like it might have happened in Shadowrun like once.
I cry
maybe.
sometimes.
Was the last time when you stole that Girl Scouts die?
Okay, that would have been after the table. She deserved it. Wolf taming. Thank you so much, everybody. We hit our first goal for the week. Do not forget, we will be streaming again on GeekSpaceTV Friday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time, which for some of you will be later than it is normally because you may not have sprung forward. It is Pacific Daylight Time. Earlier, sorry. So, yay.
That's the problem.
So show up early on Friday. Show up early.
An hour. It's like 10:36 here right now.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Yeah. So show up an hour earlier than you expect on this Friday. We will be back at and this will be streaming Eat, Pray, Kill, which is based off the Kill 6 Billion Demons comic, which is based off of using the Broken Worlds Apocalypse World hack system, and it is all about demons and monsters and epic powers and storytelling and fighting, and it's real good and real good makeup. Real good makeup.
Real good.
Can we
Really
point to the
making
person
us
who's
all look
gonna-
bad.
Oh, sorry. Can we point to the person who's going to be on the show?
I think, yeah. So who are you? You are going to start us off with our goodbyes. Where can we find you?
Hi, you can find me at Drunkly Romantic on Twitter and Twitch. Also, you can follow me at GeekSpaceTV. Not just me, the whole bunch of people who do the things behind the scenes at GeekSpace do it. Because then you can find out all the updates and you don't have to worry about daylight savings time or any of those kind of farmer tricks. So, like, it's great.
Farmers still
You can check me out
around.
as Strawberry, a very different character on Eat, Pray, Kill, GM by the amazing Sour Fruit Junkie, aka Steph. That is actually a bird that she trained to come into the studio and tell us what to do. Yeah, okay, I'll get the snack. I'll get the Lays. I'll get the chips. Fine, jeez. Push you.
And I am Lizzie the Bold. You can find me at Lizzie the Bold on the Twitches and the Twitters. My stream is on hiatus right now because my life is a shambles, but I'm still tweeting. I tweet a lot. I garbage tweet. It's all like just crap and quality content, and you should follow that. And then come back here and watch me on Leviathan. This is the only place you can see me on Twitch right now. Do it.
And Liz is going to.
Bless you.
Who are you? And who's that?
Oh, this is my doggo.
Not just some random dog you found on the
You
street.
just wandered the studio. The studio. We named it Studio Dog.
Yeah, it's Studio Doggo. I'm Blue Jay on Twitch, just twitch.tv/BlueJay. On Twitter, it's BlueJay_712. You can find me playing video games on my channel, occasionally reading books aloud or doing coloring books. And you can find me on Thursdays on twitch.tv/Roll20app. You can find me on Fridays on twitch.tv/DND. And here on Wednesday nights, which is tonight, and I think that's the only places I am right now.
I think your dog is asleep. No,
Very, very close.
It's in a cuddle coma.
So sleepy. And you? Who are you?
Hi, I'm Sarah. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Shell Games. You can see me here on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. playing Thea, whose hair changes every week.
It's kind of amazing.
It's really.
It is the craziest and most wonderful thing.
I really love it. It's a lot of fun.
And I'm Claudia, but on the Twitch and Twitter, I'm Jackie Dash, JAKIDASHD. I am a part-time streamer. If you're really into old school Wii games, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 right now on Monday Fun Day, and let me tell you, that game is bananas. It's amazing. Come check it out. I shot all the blue plates last time, 15 out of 15, high score so far, and definitely didn't die multiple times. And Saturday I'm getting my hair done. So usually I sew, but instead we're gonna get my hair done. It's gonna get colored.
Oh, it's when you're gone pink?
Yeah, and then we'll
Painting.
Are you doing it all pink or just like at the top?
There's still some questions
Just
about
the eyebrows.
Just,
the eyebrows.
just these bad boys right here.
Totally worth it.
Sarah, if I wanted to see you perform live, where would I go to find that?
You go to sarahperforms.com. Thank you, Lizzie.
You're welcome.
And I've been your GM for this evening. You can find me on the internet as Random Tuesday, at Random Tuesday on Twitter and Twitch. I will be streaming tomorrow morning on my channel, and then I will be back again on Sunday on Roll For It, in which I am GMing an entirely different show, also full of feelings. And that is called Avalon, New Avalon High School. And this is we're trapped in a basement.
Trapped in the basement.
There may be
Isn't that a
dragons.
song?
It's
There
like,
might
In
be
the basement
dragons.
with you.
it's like being trapped in a closet, but
yeah.
different.
Dragons are scary. Don't be in the
Potentially,
basement.
just as much making out may happen. It is Monster Hearts. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.
I just have a question
What?
real quick.
What?
I keep hearing this, making out Monster Hearts. Is Monster Hearts like built on a making out like dice?
Yes,
There's a lot of
yes.
sex
Literally,
stuff.
there is every character in Monster Hearts has a sex move.
Okay, I just want to be
Well,
clear, 'cause I just
I
had
know,
asked
I'm
about this.
uncomfortable.
about
One of
the-
the
Well,
things.
A
Because
lot of
the whole-
Apocalypse World games have
Yeah.
like sex
Oh.
moves.
Okay.
Well, and kind
Or
of the
intimacy moves.
Just like
central
real life.
conceit-ish of Monster Hearts is you're experiencing queerness via
And
everybody
sexuality.
being monsters.
Yeah.
Like
Cool.
And
it's-
teenagers. That's
yeah,
the
and
important part.
monster
You're all
teenagers.
It's like puberty, but with powers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
My intimacy move be putting them against the wall and putting both hands on like
Yes,
anime?
that would literally be rolling to turn someone on. So you
Oh
can
no, I'm
roll-
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just suggested this!
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. If you have questions about Monster Hearts, feel free to tweet at me or something. Y'all are great. Check out our Patreon. Support us, follow us on Discord, and do all of those wonderful things. And we will see you again on Friday. Bye!
Bye. So done with this game.